Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Native Nomads. Today we're going to be discussing why you shouldn't build your own cabinets for your Sprinter conversion or your ProMaster conversion or any van conversion you're doing. I know some people will probably say that that's not the way to go, but based on experience and what I know about building other things in homes and remodels, translating that into a Sprinter conversion, it tells me that it's probably not the best idea for me to take on some of the custom cabinetry work that is required to do in order to have a good looking conversion. There are many options out there, but today we're going to be talking about one option, the one option that we went with, and that is Serg Supply. Serg Supply is the sponsor of today's video, and what they do is create custom cabinetry in their manufacturing facility in California, and they deliver it directly to your door. Just behind me, I have a full set of floors, walls, ceiling kit, and one of my cabinets that I'm going to show you today before I start installing it, so you can see exactly what can be achieved by purchasing them and have them delivered to your door. This conversion process can be extremely cumbersome for some. This is a very easy thing to do. Everything I've done in this conversion so far has not been hard whatsoever. A bit time consuming, yes, but today I want to talk about how you can expedite your process and get out on the road and stop living in the conversion process and start exploring with your brand new converted van. Stay tuned. So before we get into going through the products and me showing you exactly how it was delivered and just showing you the type of craftsmanship you can get from Serg Supply by purchasing cabinets and having them delivered to your door, I want to talk about some of the cons to building your own cabinets. If you're not a custom cabinet maker and you don't have the tools, getting everything square and cut to precision is extremely difficult. A table saw is obviously something that you need to have if you're going to be doing your own custom cabinets. And the only reason I say that it is an absolute need is because you want everything to be as square and true as you possibly can while you're cutting and creating your cabinets. I know a lot of people do 80-20 aluminum, but that also comes at an extreme cost and it is extremely time consuming. I feel like anybody who is in the process of wanting to convert their Sprinter into a mobile home or a complete off-grid adventure vehicle, you might not have the skills required or the time necessary to create an 80-20 SketchUp and then go through the process of trying to build it and trying to attach it to your vehicle. I'm sorry, let me silence that. Now, when you talk about custom cabinetry or you talk about any type of woodworking, when you're installing it, whether it's a home, a Sprinter, a garage, it doesn't make a difference. Everything has to be square. It has to be truly perfect. And that's why having a company like Serg Supply create your custom cabinetry for you. It's cut by a CNC machine. It's all precision cut and built specific to the specifications of whatever van you're trying to build. I don't care how good of a craftsman you are or you aren't, it becomes extremely difficult if you do not have every single dimension and the whole cut sheet required for the van in order to build your own custom cabinets or your own custom flooring. There are a lot of videos on YouTube of people showing you how to use cardboard to scribe and cut and make a template for your floors. I know from firsthand experience, doing that type of process, it's not going to come out exactly how it's shown in the videos every single time. And the reason people make those videos is because it is possible to do, and they're trying to show you a more economical way to create your floor or create your wall panels or create your ceiling panels. And a lot of people do it that way. And if you do it that way, that's totally fine. All I'm saying is for the average person who may not have a plethora of tools laying around, these types of things can get expensive. If you're talking just a table saw, A table saw is going to cost you between $500 and $800. For $500 or $800, you can have a floor cut and shipped to your door. And it's all relative to the person who's trying to do this conversion. I'm just cautioning you before you spend 3, 4, or 5 months trying to build your own custom cabinetry and cut your own walls based on videos that you've seen, and you have cardboard laid out all over your garage floor, and you're trying to trace this on a piece of a 4x8 sheet of plywood, then get a jigsaw or a router and then a sander. It is a cumbersome thing to try to take on by yourself if you're not an actual woodworker with the tools in your shop. And that's why I would caution you against it. This is not a fear-based video. I'm just telling you, I have built a lot of things. I have done a lot of conversions, whether it be in a house, a vehicle, and there is no need for me to spend a month trying to get my wall panels to fit perfectly, to get my floors to fit perfectly, to get my ceiling to fit perfectly, when I could purchase those items from somebody else. Van builders will tell you that you need to do things a specific way, and all of those things add up, and it starts to cost a lot of money, especially if you're having a van builder do your build. But this is for the DIY people, the people that want to get their hands dirty and build their own adventure. So let's hop over here. I'm going to start talking through and showing you the pieces of the cabinetry and everything that was delivered to me from Serg Supply, so you can see the quality craftsmanship you can get by purchasing it and having it delivered to your door. So when you purchase your cabinets from Serg Supply, this is how it comes. And this is much easier than busting out the table saw and a bunch of cardboard to try to make this work. So in this box, first of all, it lets you know it's here. And this was, when I saw that, I was laughing pretty hard. But this pallet, let me get this out of the way, contains all of my floors, all of my ceiling, all of my wall panels. And then it also has 2 of my upper cabinets. And this is what I mean when I talk about trying to build your own custom cabinets that will come out like this. Oh, that's upside down, like this. I'm not a custom cabinet maker. But what I can say is that I could not achieve this. I could achieve this, that's a lie. It would just take me a lot of time to do so. When you purchase cabinets, they come pre-assembled, ready to hang. Just like if you were to remodel your kitchen and you need base cabinets or upper cabinets for your dishes, you would go there, you would purchase your cabinets, and you would put them in. And I think people start looking at these 2 processes differently, when in all reality, they're very, very similar. You have water, you have electrical, you have some type of heat source, insulation, you have cabinets, you have flooring, you have a sleeping space. This is a small house conversion. If you were to start building or redoing your kitchen, you would not go buy a table saw, go buy a jigsaw, go buy all the components you need, 99% of the people wouldn't, to build your own custom cabinets. This is no different. Not to mention, in a home, you have everything square. It's all right angles. Everything is good inside your home. You have studs to hang stuff to. This is much more complex. So when you start talking about building something of this magnitude, I will say, you're probably not going to be able to achieve it. Now, this is one of, oh God, there it is. Oh, one of my custom cabinets. So this custom cabinet has the LED puck lighting already installed with your wires hanging out the back. I'm not sure how well you can see that. And this is ready to be hung. All I have to do is find a suitable location. Where do I want to put this? Once my wall panels are up, I put this cabinet directly on to my wall panels and I screw them in. Make sure they're level, make sure everything is where I want it, and I'm done, and I move on to the next project. If you get caught up in the specific details of building your own cabinets, it's going to take you a significant amount of time, and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And at the end of the day, you have to value your time or your money more Time is always more important to us. I want to be with my family exploring the great unknown more than I want to be in this dingy garage in a cold Ohio winter building cabinets. Now let's talk about your ceiling kit. So the cabinets is one thing. The cabinets is something that people can do. And in a ceiling kit is something that you could do too. But when you order your ceiling kit pre-cut, it's all pre-drilled, and it's numbered exactly where it's supposed to go with a number and a letter. This is a dark amber bamboo. That's what I chose to go with. It's a lot more durable than just a traditional maple, and it's more repellent to water and moisture. So I decided to go with bamboo in a lot of places. But this kit comes completely pre-drilled, lettered, and all of your hardware for your installation to your ceiling is all in the kit as well. This would take me months to be able to accomplish if I wanted to do something this complex. I would not try to do something this complex if I was building it myself, but then I would be sacrificing some custom work, some beautiful cabinetry, some beautiful ceilings, because I don't have the tools or the skills in order to make that happen. So when you order something, you have to take a look at how easy is it going to be for me to install, and how much time am I going to save by going with something that's this gorgeous and this easy to install, ready for me to put it on my Sprinter after my installation, my insulation and my electrical is ran and everything is ready to go. So here's a piece of a wall panel. And if you notice, slider lower, it tells you exactly where it's supposed to go, and it has holes for your mounting. This is, I believe, an 1/8 inch thick, and this is the finished side. So you can upholster this side. All of the hardware comes with your riv nuts as well as your screws, and it has little grommets that go over all of your holes because most people, like us, are going to upholster this side of their wall panel. But this is what I mean when I talk about a precision cut. If you think, maybe you can, I don't know, I can't. If you think you can get this clean of a rounded edge, this clean of a finish by using a jigsaw and a template that you built out of cardboard on your garage floor, what I'm telling you is every little 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch or 1/16 of an inch that you're off in one section and you try to make up for down the line is going to create uneven lines. It's going to make it extremely difficult for you to have a complete finished look. Is it doable? Absolutely. Will it take you months? Without question. And that is why having a kit like this, purchasing it, having it delivered to your door, makes everything so much easier. Now that we've talked through pretty much all of the components in this box, the floors in here, the walls, the ceiling I already showed you, the cabinets that arrived I've showed you as well, I'm going to start getting my van floor completely framed out and getting it insulated so I can start putting the floor down, so then I can build off the floor once that is complete. This video was not to offend anyone or scare anyone away from taking this type of project on yourself. I just think there's a severe misconception that people have when they think they can achieve this type of line and this type of custom work by themselves in the garage with a piece of cardboard and a sander. It's a very difficult thing to accomplish, and every 1/16 of an inch adds up to an inch later on down the line if you're trying to make things fit. And I would just encourage you to look in other directions. Even if it's not Serg Supply, there are other companies out there, but I know for a fact working with them, the communication has been great. All of the information that they've given me has been great. They've been willing to help me on other items because I've never built a van before, but I'm encouraging you to take a look outside of YouTube and what other people are doing with purchased items versus trying to do it themselves, because after speaking to some DIYers, they have spent countless hours, days, weeks, and months trying to achieve something that, in retrospect, if they would have purchased it, it would have cost them a little bit more money, but saved them an amount of time that you can't quantify in terms of money. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to start working on the van today. Even though it's cold outside, it's time for me to get out there. I've been in my heated garage for a while now, and it's time to just brave the cold and get some stuff done. So we will see you guys on the next one.